First tick is in the green, but it's a quiet opening. So after 4 days of a run-up, there is a pause in momentum. The Nifty is just up close to about 8 points. Sensex is moving between the red and the green line. Very, very quiet. But the mid-cap action continues. I think the mid-cap index is higher now for the 7th consecutive day with a gain of close to about 0.5%. The advanced decline ratio, the heat map, will also come up for you on your screen. So banks continue with their run-up, so a little bit of an outperformance, 100 points up on the Nifty bank. It's Indices Bank right on top, the stock that Ritu was talking about. Today is the last day for the board to submit names of the CEO to RBI. Indices Bank is up. Jio Financials is having a good run. Axis Bank is gaining nearly about 0.5%. And in the PSU lot, it's State Bank of India in the green. Trent, Coal India, L&T, BEL, Eternal, ONGC. These are a few of the large cap stocks where you have a bit of green going for themselves. On the way down, Reliance Industries, HDFC Bank, the big contributors to last week's up move, are retracing some of the gains. Not down a whole lot, just down about 1/3 of a percentage point, but those two heavyweights are seeing a little bit of a profit booking. Two-wheeler names like Hero MotoCorp are under pressure. SBI Life, Bharti Airtel, Tata Consumer are some of the names which where at least the first tick is in the red right now.
All right, from the broader markets, well, a few stocks are calling for attention. Transrail, that one, in fact, is buzzing away. Big up move is what we're seeing on solid volumes out there. So that one should come up for you on the screen. SBFC as well, that's another name that's doing very, very well. Solid uptake on that name as well. Volumes quite high on these two. Last few days, we have seen that Lloyd Engineering has been buzzing around and volumes are large. So that is up another 2% on large volumes yet again out there. So keep an eye out on that one. Jyoti CNC, as the bottom of your screen is telling you, there was a large trade that was executed and that was on expected lines. We had reported that as well. 1.37 crore shares, which is 6% equity. Changing hands, total deal worth around 1,500 crore rupees. Massive volumes. Let's see. Sometimes, once this deal gets out of the way, you see some of these stocks bounce back. So I'll be interested to see whether or not that's going to happen in this case. Hind Rectifiers, couple of big order wins. The street likes it. That one is zooming away. It's up close to around 10% as we speak. Last quarter's numbers were good. Couple of deal announcements coming in there as well, and volumes picking up on this particular name. Keep in mind, it had corrected, I think, from around 1,700 rupees all the way to around 1,000 rupees, and that's bouncing back in trade. The Nifty, for the time being, well, that's a little bit lower, but plenty of stocks from the broader markets are doing well, and the broader market outperformance is something that's notable. Indra Prastha Medical, that's the other one that's up close to around 5%, massive volumes. Manglam.
The pair of the morning has to be JB Chemical and Pharma as well as Torrent Pharma. So Torrent Pharma mildly in the green, opened much higher, opened about 3.5% higher. Thereafter is now sitting with a gain of just about 1.2%. Whereas on the other hand, we have JB Chemical and Pharma. The deal has been done at a discount to its prevailing price. Even the open offer is at a lower level versus its prevailing market price. And that stock, look at it, down 6.5% straight off the bat, lower in today's trading session so far. Bharti Hexacom did extremely well towards the close of trade on Friday, but thereafter the stock has opened slightly lower. Some bit of profit taking is what the street is seeing out there. ITD Cementation, one orders, the stock has been doing well lately and now opens fairly in the green once again. The other stock which is doing well is VRL Logistics. So the stock has been on an uptrend ever since it reported its fourth quarter numbers, and since then, volumes are piling up. The stock opens up with a gain of almost 4% with decent volumes. And another stock which is coming up on the volume gainers list is Dreamfolks. All of last 2 weeks, it was under a wee bit of pressure, concerns around whether key clients are sticking around with them or not. Dreamfolks is making a bit of a comeback. But Torrent Pharma is the one that I'm watching out for once again, because now it's lost about 3.5% from its highs. Let's see whether the street, is okay with the balance sheet upsizing of this deal and the debt that it brings. Or in the near term, there would be some EPS-related issues. But other pharmaceutical companies are doing a lot better. So we have Aurobindo Pharma, which has moved higher, up around 3%. We have Alembic Pharma, which has moved higher. And Pfizer, too, has opened about 2% higher. So pharmaceutical stocks, barring Torrent Pharma, which is mildly in the green, are largely doing well. And JB Chemical, of course, because of the deal price being lower, is down about 6%.
And Karnataka Bank, a couple of big resignations at the top. The stock is selling off. It's down close to around 4.5% as we speak. So that's the other one you should keep on your radar. 4.5% or lower as well.
Schloss, Bangalore, the owner of Hotel Leela and Aegis Vopak, their 30-day lock-in comes to an end. So Hormus was saying for Schloss Bangalore, the owner of Hotel Leela and Resorts, about 5% equity is now available for trading. The stock is down about 2.5%. And I think some other names also he was referring to. There was Synoris Pharma, Sai Life, Stanley. Some of these, in some of these counters, there is stock now available for sale after the lock-in has come to an end.
I wonder what's taking place with Godfrey Phillips. That stock has been smoking hot. In fact, over the last couple of months, it's seen a big rally right now as well. It's up around 3.5%. In this month, it's up around 10%. But we've seen in this year itself, the stock is up 80%. The first half of this year, it's up 80%. And it's not that it didn't do well in the previous year as well. So if you look at it, the second half of last year, it was up 50%. Add another 80% in the first half of this year. So Godfrey Phillips is one of the stocks which is spiking as we speak.
All right.